Hi and welcome to Phoebe's cooking channel. Tonight I'm going to be making an easy weeknight dinner that my kids and my husband especially love. So we're going to do spaghetti and meatballs. Tonight we are going to start with our meat. It is half ground beef and half ground pork. You can do only beef or only pork, or you could do ground turkey. To this I'm going to add a couple beaten eggs. Again, this is my no recipe. I just kind of add a little bit of stuff here and there. Some Parmesan cheese. And this is the shaved Parmesan. It was on sale, so I'm just gonna kind of crumble a little bit in my hands as I go. And then I'm going to add some panko breadcrumbs. I love panko crumbs. They have a nice crispy texture to them. You can use regular breadcrumbs. Some people take just regular bread and soak it in milk, or day-old bread and put it in there. It's just a little bit of a binder, and it makes everything, it makes it like a little bit more quantity of the meatballs. So I'm gonna add a bunch of salt, just a big pinch of salt, and ground black pepper, and some Italian seasoning, just a little, just sprinkle some in there. And then the last thing I'm going to add is some chopped fresh Italian flat leaf parsley. And just like I did last time with the collard greens, I roll it up. It just makes it easier to chop. And this is going to give a nice fresh flavor, and it just makes it look homemade. And then this is the fun part. Gotta get in there. Okay, now that I have the meat mixed all together, I'm going to use a secret tool just to make the meatballs even, an ice cream scoop. I was also going to mention you want to have the meat feel like a kind of a dry consistency, so you might need to add more breadcrumb or more egg depending upon how it feels. But you just grab a little bit here, and you can make these as big or as small as you want. But I'm gonna make them about this size. And I like to bake them in the oven because I don't really have time to babysit them in the pan with all these kids running around. So I bake them in the oven for like maybe 15 minutes. I put it, you can put the temperature at like 375 all the way up to 450. It really doesn't matter. You just want to test them after like 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna get these rolling and we'll be right back. I finished rolling out all the meatballs, and don't they look delicious? That took about 5 minutes or less to do that. And this is plenty of food to feed our family of 7. I'm gonna pop them into the 400-degree oven. Like I said, I'm gonna check them after like 10 to 15 minutes. And then in the meantime, I just wanted to show you, I have a couple jars of high quality jar pasta sauce on the stove, just on low. I'm going to put the cooked meatballs in here to finish in the end. And if I was doing this on a Sunday, I might make my own sauce, but during the week I don't have time, or I don't feel like making the effort to do it, but it's still a really nice homemade meal. I put the water boiling first because water takes forever to boil, and also again when you put a lid on it, it makes it come to a boil quicker. So we're just gonna come back in a little bit as soon as those meatballs are ready. All right, so the meatballs were in the oven for about 12 minutes and I just pulled them out. And now I'm going to put them all in the sauce to finish cooking. So you don't really have to worry if they're all the way cooked through, because they're going to be cooking, just simmering on low on the stove until you're ready to eat. We have a special guest coming for dinner tonight, and she will not be arriving for about half hour or so, so I'm just gonna hold off on cooking my pasta until right before she comes, and then it'll be ready to go for dinner, and all these kids will be able to eat this all up. Okay, well here you have it, the final version of our spaghetti and meatball dinner. I am going to add a little bit of more Parmesan on the top just to make it extra special. A little bit of fresh parsley to make it look beautiful. And for some spice, a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. And this looks like a perfect portion for a 13-year-old boy. So Reagan, come on in. Let us know what you think. Don't be shy.
best you have ever made.
Oh, thank you. All right, so tune in next time for Phoebe's Cooking Channel. Like and subscribe and comment down below on any recipes you want to see next time. Take care. Bye-bye.